Big breaking news. Donald Trump has become the first U.S. president in history to be impeached twice now. The U.S. House of Representatives has impeached President Donald Trump for incitement of insurrection. This is at last week's Capitol riot. 10 Republicans sided with Democrats to impeach the president by 232 to 197. Trump will now face a trial in the Senate where, if convicted, he could face being barred from ever holding office again. A big question mark, however, on whether there will be a trial in the Senate. Let me take this across to senior journalist Pratiksha Gildial. She's joining us live from Ohio. Pratiksha, good evening. You know, who would have thought it would come to this? All the times that we've had a conversation in the run-up to the U.S. elections, it's now Trump being impeached twice. What happens here on?
Right, Akshita, now that he's been impeached in the lower house, which is the House of Representatives, now a trial is supposed to take place in the Senate, which is the upper house. But of course, as we know, he only has about a week left in the White House. So the possibility of it going to the Senate within this short period of time is very minimal. However, what Democrats are planning to do is to bring about, to send the article of impeachment to the Senate after Trump has left the White House and Joe Biden has taken over as the new president of the country. But there's also some talk about not doing it immediately after Joe Biden takes over, because he also needs to get cracking with his own legislative agenda. He needs to confirm his cabinet members. So all that will take a little bit of time. So there is one possibility is that they could delay it a little until Joe Biden has settled down in his new job and carried out his initial legislative agenda, including a coronavirus package. The other possibility, which has been floated by Joe Biden himself, is that the Senate could kind of split their work between impeachment and other legislative agendas. So do a bit of that and a bit of this. But it's not totally clear yet which path they'll take.
Pratiksha, two aspects I want to cover with you. One is the fact that so many Republicans actually went ahead and sided with Democrats on this impeachment, choosing to vote against Trump and vote in favor of the impeachment. Second is there's a lot of talk about what really this impeachment will mean, considering that Joe Biden is going to be taking over in just about 6 days from now. What really is the point of this impeachment? Is it about stopping Trump from contesting again?
Right. I think what Democrats are saying is that this is a very symbolic move as well. I mean, yes, of course, the ultimate aim of impeachment is to remove the president from the office. But even if that doesn't happen, just in its symbolism itself, it's quite powerful and quite potent. And, you know, to have the infamy of being the only president who's been impeached twice, and only two other presidents in the past have been impeached. One, Andrew Johnson; two, Bill Clinton; three, Donald Trump; four, Donald Trump. And that's not the kind of infamy Mr. Trump will want to leave the White House with. There seems to be a bit of corrosion in his support base within the Republican Party. We saw that in the House of Representatives today, where 10 Republicans broke away from their party to vote alongside the Democrats. But what happens in the Senate is yet to be seen, although local media here is reporting, New York Times had this report yesterday, that up to 20 Senate Republicans might be open. It might be open to voting in favor of impeachment.
Okay, Pratiksha, we'll leave it at that. Thank you very much for joining us. The big breaking news is that Trump has now been impeached twice. The House of Representatives going ahead and voting for the impeachment. All eyes will be on the Senate now. Remember that the Senate is not set to convene before January 19th. So it looks unlikely that before that any impeachment will happen. However, what Pratiksha is telling us that the proceedings can actually go on after Joe Biden also gets elected as the president. This will essentially not just be to send across a message to Trump, but perhaps could also hurt his chances if he planned to contest later on as well.